So we got some pretty sad and some pretty big Bleach news. Oh boy. So, I mean, I honestly thought that it was going to be a lot more chapters till the end, but no. Wrong. And I quote from a Crunchyroll article, which you'll find in the description box down below, as well as a Anime News Network article confirming the same thing. So let's go. We already knew the Bleach manga was likely coming to an end for some time now, but now we've actually got what looks like a final ending date. An eagle-eyed fan found the image below that states the manga will actually be completed in the fall with volume 74. With 5 chapters into the final volume already, how will Bleach finally end now that we're so close to seeing it come to a conclusion? It seems a little sudden, to be sure. So that is the big news. That is some pretty sad news, because given the way the current chapter ended, I figured that we had a lot more than just 5 chapters, because Yuha was going off doing some other thing. Yuha is hashtag winning right now. The dude seems unbeatable, and yet according to this, it looks like we have 5 or 6 some odd chapters left. And this was also confirmed via some of the Twitter cats, and it looks like the final chapter is going to be August 4th, scanlation wise, and then the official translation is going to be August 8th. So the official end date of Bleach is August 8th. That's what it seems to be. Now, this is going on the assumption that we have 5 chapters left. It could be 6, maybe 7, I don't know. Maybe there's going to be an extra chapter or 2 for this one volume of Bleach. I'm not too sure. However, we do not have like 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 some odd chapters left. And I did say on Thursday, when I first had the news about Bleach ending, when I did that video, that there was a chance that it could be 5 chapters, because this follows suit with Naruto and Assassination Classroom, where the announcement for those series ending was 5 weeks beforehand. So I thought maybe the same thing applied here, but it was hidden. The number of chapters was hidden purposefully because of whatever reason. It was just hidden. I have no idea why, but it was hidden. So we find out now that the final volume is volume 74 of Bleach, and we know that we are 5 chapters deep in volume 74 already. So our conclusion here is roughly around 5 chapters left, which sucks, because Yuha right now seems unbeatable, and Ichigo and company are gonna now somehow beat him. Now, Yuha has taken out most of his allies. I mean, he's been doing that throughout the entire arc. And finally, he took out Hashvald and Gerard Valkyrie, and now he is the only adversary left. And on top of that, Ichigo did state that his Quincy powers, along with the Hollow powers attached to his Quincy powers, were taken. So, since we know that Hollows and Quincy's, they don't really mix, they don't mesh that well at all, there's a possibility this may poison Yuha, because again, Quincy and Hollow don't mix, even though Yuha should know this, since Yuha can see every possible future outcome by manipulating every possible future outcome. He should know this, but if he doesn't, if it's somehow outside of the realm of his scope of sight, of manipulation, then that may mean that Yuha could be weakened enough to where Ichigo and company, they can actually kill him now. So, I mean, that's my guess. But I want to see Aizen off the chair. There are about like 5 or 6 Bankais that I still want to see, that we haven't seen him yet. Then, of course, then I have to wonder what's going on with Ginjo, Kugo, and Ganju and company. Are they going to come in at some point? They probably have to. Then I got to wonder what's going on with Yuzu and Karin, because those two, especially Karin, her powers start to flourish once Ichigo lost his powers in between the Fullbring and the Arankura saga. So, is she going to have a role in this as well? Probably not. So ultimately, that was hype that was not needed. It was wasted hype. There are so many things that I want to see play out. There are so many things that I have questions to when it comes to how they're going to beat Yuha, that I thought was not possible to execute well if there were single-digit number of chapters left. And I assumed that because of that, there was going to be around like 15 or 20 some odd chapters left, because Yuha, he went off somewhere, and it looked like Kubo was going to have like a whole new arc thing going on. But now that we know that we have 5 chapters some odd left, now that we know that we're already 5 chapters deep into volume 74, and I think I'm right when I say this, my biggest fear here right now is Kubo ending Bleach in a, to say the least, unsatisfactory manner, where more or less it's gonna be like a Katekyo Hitman Reborn ending. Like, I don't want to see some ass-pull nonsense. And I already explained ways as to how this may be the case, where Yua could be poisoned via the hollow that he absorbed, but, I mean, again, the guy can see every possible future outcome. He should know full well what it means to absorb Ichigo's Quincy powers. In fact, the Dutra just killed him right then and there. Why even absorb the powers? Hopefully, Kubo can execute the finale of Bleach well, but ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it looks like we have, roughly speaking, 5 chapters left of Bleach. Now, I know some folks did say that since Bleach is ending relatively soon, this may mean that the final act of Bleach anime is coming out. Possibly. I have no idea. But I do want to see, I mean, shit, if they gave a final act to Inuyasha, Bleach better get one. Straight up. So yeah, I'm done. And by the way, yeah, I'm not a fan of Inuyasha. Hell no. The ending? No. Oh god. So that's it, I'm done. So, it is big news. It is relatively sad news at the same time, because I've been reviewing Bleach for years. About like, what, 5-6 years now. Wow, okay. So, I will inform you guys on any more news pertaining to Bleach, and that's it, I'm done. King Lightning, rate the video, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace! Have a nice goddamn day.